What's going on, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of MRL Fastlane here for the interviews of the champions. We're about to get them in right now, but I'm just kind of waiting for everyone to kind of get on in here first and foremost. So for everyone watching right now, I'm about to send out the invites for the champions here, but definitely keep an eye on out because we will be looking for. I have my own list of questions essentially, but also looking for user questions to kind of see what you guys want to know about because like I said, I'm interested to see what these guys have to say about and just personally. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna blue screen here for one hot second, and we will be right back. So there's that. Gotta get Cyber in here, of course. Him winning the Saturday series. That's first. Of course, we gotta get BS. So that is going to be down here. Uh, yep. BS. He never appears online, so he's always down below. There's Nathan for winner of the Monday series, and then we just need UK Wildcats, who runs under the Mopowa Cat account, which is always down below, never appearing online. In fact, last appeared online 2 weeks ago, which I know that's not true. So the voice chat is up. I'm gonna be waiting for them to come on in here. So like I said, it's just gonna be a nice fun old time with these guys. Of course, 4 different champions on 4 different days. Next season is gonna be 5 total champions, so that's gonna be different. Um, of course, with Custom Cup coming next season as well, that's gonna be ran on Tuesday. So we're gonna be doing 5 different champions here. I do believe we are just missing UK here. As soon as we do, we're gonna get this party started. But for the meantime, how are you guys doing today? We have Cyber, BS, and Nathan in here. How are you guys doing?
Good, good.
Man, you guys sound
Good.
too. You guys sound like way too. Come on, we gotta like amp up the energy here. We can go as professional as we want, of course. For all the user based questions, I will be only asking the PG ones, but like we gotta like we gotta have some fun. I mean, you guys know that I'm a little off the wall right now. UK is on his way, so there we go. As soon as that happens, we are gonna be good. I'm probably gonna have dinner of just Reese cups tonight. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking about. Like I have an
I had
entire.
me a salad.
You made you a salad. I have like an entire bag of like Reese cups like right next to me right now. It's calling my name. Um, Sorry, my bad. I probably should kind of let everyone know in chat right now. I have a bit of a sweet tooth. It's probably my undoing. I work it all off, but like I always hover around like the same weight that I'm at right now. But I'm pretty sure I know why I keep hovering around that, and I don't lose anymore. I can't imagine why. Maybe it's this literal 5 pound bag of Reese cups right next to me. You can
That
buy
could
it
be
at
it.
Costco, by the way. Costco, like, I also have like an entire thing of M&Ms right here. That's amazing.
Perks of the job, huh?
Perks of the job. Yeah, you're right. Cyber BS. What's your candy of choice? Don't say Baby Ruth.
I prefer maybe Trolleys or gummy bears.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I was
I'm
about to
a
say
gummy bear fan
some
as well.
Takis. Some Takis is I'd be down for some Takis, honestly. BS. How about you?
Lifesavers, I guess.
Wow, what an elderly guy we have in chat right now. Yeah, you wanna, it's like you help an older lady, like walk across the street. Reaches into her pocket. What does she pull out? A lifesaver. Here, would you like that?
He's got those little strawberry candies too, with the gummy filling.
That is, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, like real talk, like growing up, my favorite candy was Jolly Ranchers. I effing love Jolly Ranchers.
My
Um,
mom grew up down like in the same town as the Jolly Rancher factory. He said you could smell what flavor they were making each day.
really?
Oh,
Like so, like if you could smell grape, you knew that like if they were like you could smell grape in the air if they were making grape.
yeah.
Wow. I didn't know like grape. Like okay, I know it's gonna sound dumb, but like I never really think about like grapes having an aroma. Honestly, um, like you can actually like of course like when you're like up close and personal, but like when you're like across the way, like at a vineyard, like maybe like that's when you can maybe smell it. But like when you go like to like Kroger or something like that, like or like Whole Foods and bring out some grapes, I'm not about to smell some grapes. Blue raspberry is my go-to. Everything had to be blue raspberry. Even going to the dentist as a kid, I had to pick out blue raspberry as my sucker.
I'm like a grape or cherry guy.
Grape or cherry? Oh, the honestly, probably the worst thing that probably could have happened is if uh, is like when you go and have a like with me with blue raspberry, I was looking for like blue raspberry suckers and like little tennis what dentist. I'm sorry, I slur my words sometimes. Apparently, I actually am tongue tied sometimes. So if I slur my words, I'm sorry. I apologize about that. But is there's like a cotton candy and a blue raspberry
I was
sucker, and
hoping
they look identical.
I was
So
hoping
that's
you wouldn't say cotton candy.
oh, it's bad. I know it's bad.
I hate cotton candy.
Like just straight up, or like just hate
Yeah,
cotton candy.
I
Oh
hate the
my!
flavor of cotton candy.
I had a um I have a story real quick, but we can kind of talk about that here in a second. We have the entire cast of the of MRL Champions Society here. An exclusive group of 4 people right now. So congrats, guys! You are the inaugural 4 champions of MRL. We can get to the BS pun intended later on. Um, but we have to kind of introduce everyone right now. We have as the numbers of the stream are rising. We we have Piper and Hunty currently watching. Um, we have the combined standings champion, which is the 98 of BS. We have the Monday champion, kind of going in reverse order now. Nathan, that is Agent Orange, in case you don't know his first name. Sunday, UK Wildcats, also known as Mo Power Cat, winning that title. And then we also have the inaugural preset cup, which is Cyber. So welcome, guys. How you guys feeling tonight? Like knowing that we have the fun season and a dash for cash later on.
I'm excited.
More work to do.
Sheesh. Cyber, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Cyber, for anyone that doesn't know, Cyber has taken the season off, but he wants to kind of regroup, and he's going to be doing full time lights. If that's what if that's what I read correctly.
Yep, doing full-time lights.
Full time lights. Of course, for anyone watching, the Xfinity series has been rebranded into the lights division, of course, because with the next game we are going totally cup size. We got kind of differentiate what is a preset cup on Saturdays and what is lights on Sunday and Mondays. UK, how about you? How are you guys doing today? Or how are you doing today? You guys, plural. What?
You guys, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
You,
I'm just okay. You know what? I'm just saying.
you, you asked how all the Mo Power guys are good.
All the Mopal guys. Yes, of course.
Undeniable.
Let's kind of get this ball rolling. We can go into user submitted questions here in a hot second. But I want to kind of showcase how what everyone was doing in terms of the champions. So let everyone kind of know about like your upbringing. Not, well, not okay, not like literally. Yeah, I was 5 years old and no, as in like your racing career prior to this. So let's just kind of go in reverse order. BS, kind of for everyone watching right now, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my racing career is kind of backwards. I started on December 5th of 2017 and ended up winning two of my first three races on my debut night, which was pretty nice. And then I ended up racking up a bunch of wins in that league. I basically looked like Xander out there.
Shout out to Xander,
And
RS Wagon.
but then I went to better leagues and the competition got a lot tougher, and now I've been struggling to even get wins. I took a hiatus for about 10 months, and when I came back in April of this year, I was essentially a back marker. So I've been slowly trying to work my way back up into getting consistent results again.
Always got to start somewhere, boss. And definitely with MRL, you kind of found yourself a little home right here. You have I do believe like 339 points over second place Caitlin for the title, so you could have not shown up for one of the races. And actually, you didn't with Mid Ohio. You didn't even put in a lap there, so you still were able to completely annihilate the field. So you definitely found something. So whatever your break had, I mean, you definitely found it afterwards. I
I
love the
think
music
so.
in the
I just
background.
think there's still a little bit more to find.
Well, definitely, and that's what Cup and the D4C, the Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, I mean Dash for Cash, will kind of prove. It's going to be a different ground for you there, BS. What are you, well, but I guess before we go into the whole season, let's kind of go backwards. So Nathan, you are the champion for Monday. How? Tell us a little bit about your racing background in terms of well, online.
Uh, so far on backstory, everyone knows Dakota. We grew up side by side since we were like 2 or 3 years old, and we've been playing NASCAR games since the dawn of time. Just like spending the night at each other's house as kids, playing until God knows how early in the morning. And so I, that's basically all I did up until about 2 years ago. I didn't even know there was a such thing as like league racing, and I don't even know how Dakota got hooked up with Elite Racing, the Elite series. But basically, he started and he was racing over there, and I didn't have. I never got involved into it as far as driving, but I would be. He would stream it, and I would kind of crew chief, I guess, kind of tell him what I would do as far as adjustments and everything else. And then I eventually started racing Elite, and first year racing Elite, I won the Lights Championship, and just kind of went from there.
Well, I mean, of course, you got to get the ball rolling at some point. And I think I actually hinted on it on Monday that that this isn't your first championship that you won, and that actually, as you said, was the first championship that you won. In terms of Monday, though, you kind of said that this is the one that you actually had to earn. So that's always
Yeah.
that makes me blush a little bit. So as the as the owner of MRL, I definitely makes me proud of that. So thank you for that. But
Yeah.
yes. Now, Sunday, Mopowa Cat, you had a bit of a, um, you've been all over the place. You want to kind of go more into depth about that?
Well, it starts. I don't know how it was, but even which NASCAR game I started on. I just know my first start, I had to drive a ugly ass 24 car.
Which one? The
He
Chase
was
Elliott
all
one, or the was it actually Jeff Gordon?
Gordon.
All right, well that's fine.
Yeah, that's worse. But anyways, I was on the Xbox side. I didn't know anything about league racing or anything. So they asked me to race, and I got second. First race, didn't change anything on the car. Just straight, pretty much slider setup. I didn't do no pit road adjustments. So I did a couple races with them, and then that league fell apart. Came to PlayStation, and I didn't get back going until NASCAR Heat 3. So that a big, probably what, four games? 4 or 5 games in between?
Well, in between, yeah. I mean, before Heat 3, shoot, I didn't even start league racing until Heat 4, so you definitely beat me.
Yeah, for once I beat you.
Oof. Oof. Wow. Okay, you've beat me plenty of times with Air Boss. I
But
mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
then I started in one league on Heat 3 that turned into two, and that turned into 3 different leagues, and here I am now. I got 13 championships and almost 300 wins in that later.
Wow, got 13. He's got the trophy case on the side of the wall. He's just like, okay, and this is the one. I forget which league this was, but I have a trophy. So, um, but but yeah, dang, 13 championships. And now is this the
But
13th or is this the 14th?
this is the 13th.
13th. Okay.
I'm on my way to get 14 and 15 next. Well, I could end up with 16 within the next 2 months.
Ooh, there you go, spicy.
I could, but I doubt I will.
Hey, well, always gotta shoot for the stars. And even if you
Uh,
miss, you're in the Milky Way.
yeah, but this one, your guys' was the first one in the old system, which is kind of cool.
We try to be different. We're not like the other girls, so that's what we strive to be here at MRL. So thank you, UK. So that
Yeah,
was
it kind of felt nice going into the last race and not, well, knowing I didn't have to win.
yeah. Knowing you didn't have to win, you could have lagged out with two to go, and been fine.
Yeah, yeah, I could have.
If you guys know that story, that's forever the one that got away from me. But it's a joke now. I laugh about it. So, but yeah, UK. I'm glad that you were able to get it done. And now we go on to Cyber. So now I actually had to move away from the Xfinity roster and go into Clint Boyer wherever he is. Cyber, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So tell us about your racing background when it comes to online.
It all started within the Heat 4 game. A few years back, I always was itching and biting to hopefully league race one time around, and then eventually came last year with where it was all over my profile, which everyone has seen with R&R Esports. That's where it basically all started. The first season, it was just a test of waters, knowing what league racing was in general for me and competitors around me. Averagely got a lot of the top tens early on, a lot of top fives. Was competing with some of the pro league guys as well during that season one. Season two, it was kind of like a learning curve for me, like knowing like where I stand from season one and season two. Had a few chances to win, got caught up in bad luck in that way. Got to win that year, that season within the same year in season two, and pretty much the other leagues I'm involved in today. I mean, I found through like the NASCAR Heat 5 Discord, and then just through Twitter otherwise, and then it's basically where it's limited now with MRL as well.
Well, I was about to say, I found my first league through literally going on Twitter, and was just
Same
like,
here.
yeah, I was literally just like, yeah, like what's a league for NASCAR? And actually, funny enough, I don't know if he's watching right now, but Brandon Wright was the one that responded, so that was the like one of the first leagues I joined. But yeah. So you went through the Heat 5 Discord, correct?
Yeah, after R&R Esports was like done with their first 2 seasons.
Gotcha. All right, well, definitely. And now was this as UK kind of brought up, is this the one under the old points format, season long?
Mm, it was a points format where it was basically who was the best driver throughout those 5 weeks during that time period, and the winners during those seasons would get actual, I think, exclusive tickets to Richmond Raceway for a few races, I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the prize in that league. I was hoping to get a chance in season 2, which didn't turn out to be, which it happens.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes it goes south, but definitely,
Mm.
we have. Okay. The entire point I'm trying to make here is that we have racers from different backgrounds, different walks of life, but they've all found themselves on the top set for everyone watching right now. So I want to ask just all of you guys right now. When it came to this season, I mean, okay, as much as I want to like ask the basic question of like, how'd you find out about this league? I think we all know the same answer. I think I asked you guys to be a part of it, so we can kind of just gloss over that. So that's one question down off my list right there. But when you like found yourself in here, um, did you guys think that it was going to be as challenging as it was, or do you think it was the racing was not racing? I shouldn't say that. The championship was going to be either harder or a bit of a breeze. What do you guys think? Question for everyone.
I I didn't. I thought it was hard. I did not. Never expected to come out on top. That's for sure.
Anyone else like to put in their 2 cents on that? Because definitely I think that's the thing is what rewards a the champion is being able to show up week in week out, and that's why they also have the last place points. So definitely it's never oh, you miss a week, all right, cool. It's always up to the driver. But how about everyone else? What do you guys think?
I thought it was a lot harder than what I came into.
I mean, of course. Okay, I should probably make the distinction here. Um, I'm not just talking about your guys' series. Of course, BS was the only Lights exclusive driver. Everyone else in Cup. So we can also talk about all the other series that we've been a part of. That's actually going to be one of my questions later on about what was the worst race and why was it MRL Daytona. So hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. Like that was my worst race that I ever took part in, and I wasn't even racing. I was in the broadcast. You could tell the exact moment where I've had enough of the race. It was, I think, like 45 minutes in, where the like not even halfway, but like the eighth caution came out, and I'm just like, and it was that moment. I'm just like. Oh, we're done here. But I mean, what do you to kind of not to break topic, but like to kind of go into a little bit more. What was the hardest race for you guys? For it could have been Cup, it could have been Xfinity, it could have been anything. What was the hardest race for you guys? Like whether it be climbing through the pack or whatever.
Hmm.
The hardest
Uh,
race for me was Talladega and Cup.
Really, that early in the season?
Yes, because I wasn't here at my house, so I didn't take my wheel. So
Oh
I have
yeah,
a backup controller.
you were camping or something, weren't you?
No, I went to my other house in Indiana.
But you see, you gotta join the controller lifestyle. Like, I drive on controller, so, like, anything but controller for me would feel weird.
See, I was like that, but then I started with the wheel, and now when I go back controller, it feels awful.
I,
Yeah, I tried to drive with a controller not too long ago. It was actually, that's what it was. Remember Vegas when my wheel freaked out and just like the throttle stuck
oh,
and
yeah, you
everything
just hung a
else?
left. Yeah.
Yeah. And I tried to, I unplugged it and tried to use my controller and was like, nah, we were tiring off of, engine management issues or something.
We blew the motor.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like something that like Morgan Shepherd came up with. It's like, oh no, we blew the motor. Yeah, we're done for the day.
Yeah, no, that one was bad for me. But definitely New Hampshire and lights. I don't. New Hampshire's not good to me.
Oh, but New Hampshire's so much fun though. It's so much fun
New
though.
Hampshire's garbage.
New Hampshire is not garbage. BS, we've had this conversation before. Would you rather have New Hampshire or Pocono?
Pokemon.
Pocono.
No, the answer's wrong.
You're
Pocono
wrong.
all day.
Oh my god, no. Pocono is incorrect. No.
Pokemon's fun.
Pocono
I'm
is.
sorry, but that's a subjective question.
It's
I
not a
would take
subjective
Pocono
question.
over. I would take Pocono over several tracks.
Like what? Name them.
New Hampshire, Homestead.
Homestead's good one too. Come on.
Richmond.
Sonoma. Richmond's alright.
Sonoma's just busted in this game. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Oh, and I got Heat 5 up. Let me pull the tracks up.
Oh my. Gateway.
No,
Yes,
no,
definitely
no,
Gateway.
no.
Yes, now see right there. Now see, Nathan will defend Gateway until its dying breath, and I don't understand why. And I'm making my stand right here, Nathan. Why do you like Gateway so much?
Because I never get to drive it.
Oh, just because it's different?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's not a reason.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You can't just like a track because no one ever goes there. And that's the case, I would like
I
Iowa
like it.
for. I would like Iowa for more than just it being the best track ever.
And I'll do like 50% races there on my own.
Well, you need to do 100% races.
Texas is pretty trash too. I'm not gonna lie.
I do 100% races at the road course.
But that's because Texas is busted, in my opinion.
Texas is busted. I mean, not even just on this game, but in real life as well. So like, let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, like Pocono is trash. Like let's be real.
Pokemon is the best.
Pocono is not. You guys are lying to yourselves and me, and the stream and the world.
It's in
I
the
think
bottom
you're outnumbered,
third.
like 3-1.
It's in the bottom third of tracks, but it's at the top of that bottom third.
That's a very long list there.
It's in my top 10.
Why? But why though, UK? Why is it in your top 10
Okay.
best tracks?
Why isn't it in yours?
Okay, so like it's a 3 turns. It needs 4 in order to be a real track. It needs
If you count corner entry and corner exit.
it needs no. The tunnel turn is stupid. You plow the inside wall or the outside wall, yeah, and the inside wall if you're aiming for it. Turn 1 is actually awful.
Yes,
And
turn 1 is.
Turn 1 is awful.
If you're bad at Pocono, just say so.
I'm not bad at Pocono, man. I'm not bad at Pocono.
I mean,
Oh.
I beat you there.
I don't remember that race.
You don't remember?
I
I took the lead on the last. I took the lead on you on the last lap, and Camden ended up winning.
Was that the one you put me in the wall for?
That's neither here nor there.
Spice. Okay, the spice.
The
The truth
the
comes
po-
out.
I know
Um,
you're good, Pocono. You and me's race there in Cup.
Pocono. No, I just got lucky because Just Ken destroyed everyone.
Yeah, and they got destroyed him in the last lap by the caution.
Oh, I
But
remember.
what was that, BS?
I said I can remember Just Ken destroying me at Pocono on 15,
Oof! All you
and then
raced
I
with
had
Just
my
Ken?
friend destroy him for the win. I have raced with him for a better part of 2 years before he
Oh.
ever got on heat, and he was terrible. Like not terrible as in skill terrible, but like terrible as in like he would wreck everyone terrible
Oh, etiquette. Okay.
What would
for
be
no reason.
not your worst track because it's busted, but just the track you dislike the most?
You can't say Pocono.
I can't say Pocono. Are you asking me or is it everyone else?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, everyone can answer, but I was specifically asking you.
Okay. Well, if you're okay, so like, are you asking like the? Okay, so just to make sure, you're asking the one that I just dislike the most.
Yeah,
Sorry, Cyber Richmond. He's just like, oh, those are fighting words right now.
I used to hate Richmond and then got better at it.
Ooh, wow, the way you phrase that. I'm good at Richmond, man. I just hate it. I hate it.
Richmond's hard.
It's hard. It's so bad. Turns 2 and 4 are awful. On a preset, it's garbage.
I feel the same way about Bristol nowadays.
Oh, but Bristol's goated though. Bristol's amazing.
It
Yes.
is not good in my
I
opinion.
just did 400 laps in 2 days. It's amazing.
And you probably won them both, too.
I did win them both.
Sweat.
That's the first time I've actually been called a sweat.
Bristol's my favorite track ever.
But Pat, I gave you a pretty good money on Tuesday night there.
Oh you were keeping me honest.
How about me coming from 15th to 2nd and then first stage and getting wrecked?
Yeah. I almost I thought I died in that race, but no, but you and I were the only ones that finished on a lead lap, boss. There, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But but no, like I would consider my favorite track, like just like without a doubt, also be Bristol. Bristol's goated.
See, my favorite to run would be Darlington.
Now, see,
But my
how do you
Auto Club.
Auto Club, the
Yeah,
short track layout or the actual 2 mile?
2 miles.
2 miles,
Okay.
fuck that short track.
Now, what if like the short track at Auto Club's gonna be the racing's amazing, and we're gonna be like, man, I'm so glad we changed it.
I won't. I love watching auto club races. I
Yeah,
thought they produced one of the best races of the year.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, it's essentially kind of like the same thing with Atlanta and its reconfiguration. Even though, yes, it didn't go from a 2 mile track to a short track, but it's still reconfigured from like a homestead kind of track to like a cookie cutter, like quad oval.
it makes sense for Auto Club, honestly. I agree. I'd rather it stay the big track, but I think they're bidding for a championship race in the next couple of years.
I'd be okay with it.
You know,
Get out of the stupid
Southern
thing.
California short track championship race, brand new amenities, everything else. I think they're going for a championship race bid.
Oh, that's a hot take right there.
I'm also surprised Vegas didn't.
That's what I was about to say, honestly. Like, I'm surprised that Vegas hasn't tried to put in. Like, think of it,
Yeah.
the glitz and glamour of Vegas. You know, going on the strip. You know, the fact that South Point goes so heavy with sponsorship. You know, for it, you might as well make it. You know, the championship race at that point. You know.
Yeah. After we've moved all the banquets from Vegas.
Yeah, to Nashville. Which, but now watch Nashville try to put in a bid as well. Like, think
Yeah,
about it. They've already got the postseason, for the banquet. So let's get
yep,
Nashville into it.
yeah. I mean, I'm down for it. That Nashville's about 4.5 hours from my house, so
Me too.
Nashville is about 12 hours away from me. So,
you are just in the middle of nowhere, convenient to go to any kind of NASCAR race.
well, I don't know if you count ARCA as NASCAR, even though technically it's a NASCAR sanctioned division. But I do live close enough to just go straight to one of their tracks.
The Toledo one.
Yeah.
I got you. How far is Mid Ohio?
Uh, too far for me to go to. Eldora is closer.
Really?
Yeah, but that's why I consider Michigan like being like my home track, because it's actually like an hour and like an hour and a half away from me.
Michigan?
hmm
Huh. All right.
But but yeah, but yeah. And actually, while we're talking about it, with the new game coming on out and the different series going into circulation. So like we have, of course, the Saturday series, which all four of you guys are going to be a part of. And then we have lights on Sunday, Monday, as per usual, which I would love for you for to return to, even though some of you guys have confirmed that you guys are not. And then Tuesday with Custom Cup. What is the one track on the new game that you're looking forward to racing?
Nashville.
Pocono.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Nashville and Circuit of the Americas.
Bristol Dirt.
Daytona Road Course is another one, good one.
Whoa, we just heard a hot take. We actually heard a Bristol Dirt. Really?
I'm interested in Bristol Dirt.
Oh, I'm gonna suck at it.
Me too.
I don't hate it, but I hate how I drive on dirt, and it's awful. And especially with the new physics, I don't know how it's gonna work. I could be the worst driver in next game, and I'm gonna make myself look like a fool.
Yeah. Definitely Nashville for me.
UK?
Yeah, probably Nashville for me.
Nashville. So many Nashvilles. No one is
Uh,
ever. Oh, what?
I was gonna say I went to Nashville and I thought it was a sick track.
Oh yeah. I think the because that's the one that they applied the resin on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the resin actually is so much better than PJ1. I think as well. We had a no one's talking about like a proper rendition of Road America, and I'm a little sad by that
Yeah.
because like we all know that Road America in this game, with apart from UK and BS. But Cyber, Nathan, you raced Road America in MRL Cup. It's going to be so different compared to how it will be in the new game. But hopefully fuel mileage doesn't come into it like it did in that race. But
And for
Cyber's
that
just like
fact,
Cyber's just like yeah.
to the same point, proper Indy road course.
Yes,
That
exactly.
too.
Maybe maybe actually there'll be a DLC patch where the bump will come up, the curb will come up after X amount of laps.
It'll be what they're like challenges and whatnot.
Oh yeah, there'll be yeah. No, I wish that they've already confirmed that they're not going to be that they're not going to be doing challenges, but that would be a challenge. It'd be like they would word it as some BS funny that as in like due to a freak oil spill or something like that, the field wrecks in turn 5 when we all know it was the curbing coming up. So at least that's how Heat 5 would do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But no, I'm actually looking forward to Nashville. The one I'm least looking forward to is Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, me too. I hate that.
Now, Cyber, why are you looking forward to Bristol Dirt?
I got like a good dirt background with the extreme dirt cars. I've won a race in honor esports driving,
Really?
and I've improved a lot with the dirt and the trucks. So that's probably why I pointed out Bristol Dirt.
Oh, but man, what if, what if dirt racing's not that fun? Just putting that out there.
About to
I
win
mean,
today in
Eldora's pretty
October.
fun.
Oh, I feel
You won't
like,
know unless you try.
and that's why I put it on the schedule. Like, actually, let me look that up and see exactly where I put it because I have it for all or all four series. Bristol Dirt is week 12 in regular cup. It is race 5 for lights, and for custom, I don't think I actually pinned that, so I will get back to you on that. But it is on there. I know that. I think it's like race 4 or something like that. So, but it's on there as well.
Did you put
So
Nashville on the schedule?
I put Nashville on for all of them.
You better.
You better have.
I'm kidding.
Did you put Pokemon?
Yeah. Did you put Pokemon?
I did put Pocono on there. Which is funny, because I remember Nathan when I first released the schedule was just like, "Oh, why'd you put Dover on there twice?" I was like, "Oh yeah, hang on, let me fix that." And he was like, "Man, I wonder what he's gonna change it to," and I changed it to Pocono.
I'm pretty sure I said change it to Gateway.
Yeah, but like Gateway's not even on the schedule, not even in the game.
Oh yeah, duh.
Oh my god.
Thank God it's not in the game.
If that's the case, I would have changed it to Iowa.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised you didn't put Iowa in the Dash for Cash.
People hated Iowa. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Racing Iowa was like pulling teeth for the Cup guys. Like, let's be real. Okay, Nathan, I know your feelings on that. For the other three, Cyber, UK, and BS, what are your thoughts on Iowa?
No comment.
It was different than I expected.
UK?
I like Iowa.
Okay, now how about, like, was it like for racing in that race?
I honestly don't remember.
So it was that unmemorable that he totally blocked it from his memory. So that's why. And not only that, but I know I would get flack from putting Iowa on there when I put it on the original schedule. Literally because I like Iowa that much.
Well, I got to race tracks I don't like to race.
Well, yeah, but like so do I, because I put Richmond on there. But I was like, you know what? Damn, we haven't ran there in any of the series, so I'm going to put it on here. Same thing with Atlanta. Or at least for Cup.
Trying to find the schedule, I can't find it.
It's for the Dash for Cash. You just go to the
No. Season 1.
oh, it's in the pin tab in general.
I got it.
But for the Dash for Cash and as well as the mini season for lights, literally you like I chose tracks that we haven't been to, which like lights hasn't been to Talladega, lights hasn't been to Richmond, lights hasn't been to Watkins Glen, Vegas,
December 11th is interesting.
December 11th.
The home track race for me.
Man, this is the first time you guys are seeing the schedule. Man.
I mean, I looked at it, but I didn't.
I was about to say, I put so much time into it though.
I mean, you know I looked at it because I called you out on putting Dover twice.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. But yeah, Sonoma, like I put that on there because I'm looking forward to specifically how the game has changed. Like if you count it, I have I don't have, or I guess let me rephrase that. I don't have the Daytona Road Course in the actual Saturday Cup schedule. It's on lights though, so you have a little bit of variety there. I also am proud of Atlanta as the season finale. Thank you very much. No one commented on that.
I did comment on it
False. When?
at some point or another because I said something about it going back to the old school championship race.
That'll be a good race if tire fall off is real in the next game.
I like the Martinsville next to last race.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, you said still advocating for manual cautions, to which I said yes, it's already on there.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Um, but no, but that's the thing. So out of the schedule for season one officially, all both series, the Saturday Cup division as well as lights are going to be longer. Does that mean, and from your guys' perspective, it ramps up the difficulty in order to win the title, or do you think it makes it a little bit easier depending on how you well, and how everything kind of unfolded in season zero?
I think make it easier.
Make it easier? Really? A longer schedule makes it easier?
I mean, you can make arguments for both sides because someone could get out ahead, but then have 4 weeks in a row where they just have terrible weeks, and then you have a longer time to catch back up to them.
Or if they miss a race, or they get suspended.
But
Yeah,
that
well,
the
yeah, while we're on that topic, Cyber, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, it ramps up the schedule with just different tracks and varieties for all the competitors and drivers.
Well, I was saying in regards to, because on the night that you won the championship, not to cut everyone else off, I apologize about that. Um, Cyber, you made mention that you started to lose some ground to Xander, but with Texas, you ramped it back up. Do you think that like a longer schedule would nullify that, or do you think like should this have been like season one proper, and we're going into race 19 of 21 next week or this week, I guess?
I mean, it just depends of how how season zero, like we've all learned like what it's like, and we're just adding like some touches to it to like make it more interesting and more in a way like it just ramps up basically what I can say from it.
Well, definitely, and I didn't mean to cut anyone off. I apologize about that.
I could look at it as like how close Packers and I were. Like, it really could have come down to what the next, say there was 3 more races. It could have just come down to what the next the tracks were.
Now, what would be, I guess, like the worst combination for you guys? I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. Sorry. Um, I meant to say, what was the stretch that you think, like, should things have gone right, your competitors could have gained? Obviously, UK, yours was kind of a given. Xander not been suspended, which we all know the story behind that. BS, same thing with you. You had drivers unfortunately having life happened, and they weren't able to show up for like 1 week or 2 weeks. But so Cyber and Nathan, this question is mostly for you.
What stretch was the worst for me?
That you think you lost the most amount of points.
It was one race, honestly. New Hampshire. And it was the only time. I think it was the only race I didn't. Well, until Homestead, because I willingly gave it up. But pretty sure New Hampshire was the only race I didn't finish in the top 5.
And
It was
actually,
it
sorry,
was
go
the
on.
stretch through Daytona to Indy Road Course where I felt like that was gonna be the stretch for me if I were to be there in the title. Like, because entering Daytona, I had 218 points, and then exiting Indy Road Course, it was down to 92. That's why.
and that was, if you think about it, a big loss right there. But you were able to gain it back up in Texas.
Hmm.
And and honestly, that could be the same thing in season one. So, but the one thing I was going to say is that Nathan, for you specifically, you finished seventh that night with Packers finishing fourth, and then you went on a stretch of, or I guess, um, two races, I guess. So we're not that bad. Where Packers beat you, which was New Hampshire, Mid Ohio. Cyber with you, Xander was on a roll of wins at that point.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
essentially, he was max points right there. There was no beating him in points. Meanwhile, you were running well, but obviously not winning.
Yep, pretty much.
But still, though, you have a better average finish position all for the end of the season, which is actually out of the full-time drivers. I'm not really counting Bass with that anymore because he has 8 less starts than you. But you had the best average finish, which won you the title. So congrats on that.
I had it before, but then lost it at one point after Daytona, but I'm surprised to hear I got it back.
Yes, and sometimes that's just what consistency gets you.
Yeah.
But UK BS to kind of go into look towards the future. Let me say. Because we've been talking about season one this entire time. UK, I don't think I've actually heard your plans for the new season. What are your plans?
I'm definitely doing the lights. And I'll be in Cup too, but maybe not every single race.
You want to do custom cup? The spice.
I'm thinking about
Ooh, the
it.
spice.
E
BS, how
Cup will
about you?
be soon.
Oh yeah, there we go. You got a potential of like some big names coming into Custom Cup. I have an entire list of people that I need to reach out to. So hopefully we can get some other names with that. Of course, we have 2 months until the season starts, so plenty of time.
Right.
BS, how about you?
I'm doing Dash for Cash for Cup and Sunday Lights, and then for season one, I'm just gonna run Cup.
Well, I don't think you've actually you're a very soft-spoken guy, BS. What are your goals for season one? I guess this question is then going to apply to everyone.
Don't relegate.
Simple but effective. No wins, no amount of top fives, top tens.
It'll be a miracle if I get a top five. I'm not worried about that right now. Maybe a top 10 would be nice.
Says the guy that finished on the podium in 80% of his races.
I've only fished on podium in 2 out of 9.
You finish on the podium. Well, I guess with well, I mean, I guess okay. Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to build you up, man, and you're just like, no, no.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do that, do it with accurate stats.
Well, I do have I have my stats right in front of me. Like literally, I have it on my phone, right in front of me. But I was trying to hype you up, my guy. But yeah. How about for everyone else? What are your goals? Like amount of wins could be a win at a certain track, could be top fives, season-ending points where you want to finish in the points.
I want to be the first back to back.
For lights, yeah, first back to back, and I'm sure everyone. The only one that can't technically go back to back is BS.
Win some more races. Feel like I let a couple slip by this season.
And of course, if I understand you correctly, Nathan, Monday will actually be your main priority, with Saturday being kind of like the, I guess, the practice in a way.
Yeah, that's just a scheduling thing. I know I can commit to Mondays. It's not a I'd rather race Xfinity cars over Cup cars kind of thing. It's just scheduling. Because I know Cup will be a lot harder, so it'd be a lot more rewarding to win a Cup race. But yeah, Monday will be my main thing.
Solid. There we go. Do you uh, want to win on a certain track? Because you said you let a couple go.
Um, I know I let Chicago go. That one, that one hurt. Uh, I felt like I was in the catbird seat for that one. I was just biding my time behind the 61 that race, and then lost my focus for 1 second and hit the wall.
It happens though.
Um, I mean, I, what all was on the light schedule? I just had it up. I mean, I just want to win, honestly.
Hey, hey, that's sometimes all it comes down to, and winning does potentially mean a championship as long as you have the consistency to go along with it. We had an entire conversation about that last night in the Discord about consistency over wins. Obviously, Xander being the outlier here for showing that consistency is key. Winning 9 out of the 18 races, still finished second in the title, which is an incredible feat in and of itself. But his bad days was not as, or sorry, Cyber's bad days was not as good as Xander's bad days.
Yeah. I want to win Talladega, honestly.
You want to win Dega?
I'm tired of getting skunked on all these plate races.
Man, how do you think I feel?
Yeah. I like to
Well,
win Bristol again. That'd be fun.
Cyber, UK.
Mm, I think my
Gold
goals
one.
in season one, well, the obvious one at the top of my list is defend my title. That's number one. I feel like I should have had a few more wins in season zero. In my opinion, I let a few slip away because of strategy slash mistakes on my end and not capitalizing on them. And just keep that same consistency like I've had in season zero.
Yeah, it's very shocking actually, Cyber. You only had one win to your name in the season,
I
but that
should have
win
had
was,
more, to be honest.
yeah. Well, hang on. Let's check the stats here. How many races did you finish second? Vegas,
Yeah,
Dega,
yeah.
Charlotte,
hmm
Dover, Texas,
Texas and
Homestead.
Homestead. A lot of seconds.
But a first in the standing. So I guess that kind of goes into the whole argument. What do you value more, wins or consistency?
That's a tough question, but I would probably value consistency. I mean, wins I would love, but I just stick with consistency in my league racing career a lot, so that's probably where I get it from.
And of course, so go along with that, podiums. You had 10 podiums to your name in the entirety of season zero. Only one other person can beat you on that, and that was Xander. But like I said, your bad days was nowhere near his bad days.
hmm
But yeah, still, UK. How about you?
Goals for next game. Win.
The spice.
Everywhere.
Win every single race, every single track, dominate every single race.
Which is not going to happen, but that's the goals.
I want you to show up for the road courses.
I definitely will for customs if I'm in custom.
I was about to say
Whenever
because
I'm, whenever we went in scheduling, Every time there was road course, I was in that road course with custom setups.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I need to. While I'm doing that, I need to find the custom schedules just so I can tell everyone because it's a 15 race week, so it's around here somewhere. But
15 races is a long game.
15 races, yeah, for customs. I know that Lights has 18, and then season one proper has 21. I miscounted and said 22 one day. I forget who called me out on that.
Probably Nathan.
No,
Uh,
it was probably you, honestly. I think it was. I feel like it was you.
Nah,
Nah,
I would
he
never
said
mention
nah.
myself.
but Pac-Man did kind of show up for the Sunday night ones.
Oh yeah, because you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you're right.
But the first, I think it was Mid-Ohio. Was that the first one?
Yeah.
I think I got second there, and then second one I didn't show up. But I did it at the same time.
Oh, well, actually, that reminds me about that as well. You had you had a solid stretch of first and second with either Xander or yourself winning in that. Like, I do believe it was first 7 races. How did well, first of all, like I never thought that was even done, but that just showed the consistency that you guys had. What was the secret?
I honestly don't know what the secret was.
I forget. I forget. I took some coffee before that, and I was wired. I was hyper focused.
I guess the tracks suit us well.
They played to your
So,
strengths.
a little bit. I mean, then life happened in this Daytona, and then I had to capitalize there and everything.
Oh,
Their secret
and
was they were way better than us.
no, what are you talking about, BS?
You was on the opposite map.
Oh, and by the way, I pinned the custom cup schedule, so I apologize about that. But yeah, 15 races. There it is.
Yeah, I won't be doing custom.
I pride myself in doing 2 races and then taking 2 weeks off to work on the next round of setups. Thank you very much. I know how hard it is to make a custom setup.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's too much for me.
Good thing I just steal everybody else's.
See, that's what I normally do, and then change it up to how I like.
Well, either way, depending on how you get it. Like, oh, okay, well, I come from the teacher field as well. They say when creating lesson plans and all that, there is literally, if it's on the internet or if another teacher has it, you lie, cheat, steal, anything to save time. So, yeah, definitely with 15 races there, the first two.
Criminals.
What?
Criminals, the teachers.
Yeah, criminals. Yeah, well, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't. You wouldn't download a car. That's what it was. Um, but yeah, Daytona and Homestead are the first races there, with the Daytona Road Course being the third race, and then Pocono. Hey, imagine that. Race 4. Pocono is on every schedule. I don't know why I did this to myself.
Because it's a good track.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
Get
a
out of here.
good track.
Watch it be trash on this next game, and you guys are gonna be like, yeah, Patton was right.
Poconos.
I think
Um,
fun.
By the way, if anyone has any questions for these guys, let me know. I know Hunty is mentioned something earlier. Piper said mentioned something earlier as well. I don't know if he is still watching right now or if he's in bed because that dude works way too hard. Um, but yeah, we have plenty of racing coming up for this season here. So I do want to go back to the question of what was the what was the worst race for you guys? I'm not just saying worst, but like, God, I just want to quit.
New Hampshire.
Not even Daytona, really.
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
No, come on, it's not that bad.
But Daytona was close.
Daytona was
And that
bad.
was more or less just getting annoyed with people, honestly. Like I almost quit from just getting aggravated.
I yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Daytona.
And I ended up getting second in that race, and I was still mad
I know
afterwards.
you did. I know you did. Cade as well was really liking that race until like two to go.
Yeah.
Um,
I honestly, because I turned off the like little tags above the cars because always felt like it blocked my vision going into a turn. Sometimes.
hmm
So, and everyone's different numbers on different series. So like I had no idea who that was in front of me.
I'll just wait
And
till season one.
I didn't know that it was a teammate or anything. I was just like, well, they left a hole open. I'm gonna go for it.
But yeah, that's that like I said was my worst race, and I wasn't even racing in it. Now who was kind of taking shades from like the old banquet questions? Who was the best person to pass that would give you plenty of room, and who was the worst person that like you were coming up on, and you're just like, God.
I think everyone's gonna have a similar answer to that second half. Um, who is the most like rewarding person to pass?
Yeah. So let's start with that.
Beating Cyber at Darlington.
Oh, and lights, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one where like when he announced he was racing Darlington, I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not winning Darlington now."
The cyber rebuttal.
I'd say a person willing to pass during the season was probably. Mm, I would say when. I think it was a few times where I knew Xander was going to be a favorite in some of the races and he ran into problems with that. I would say that.
So like Kentucky, Vegas,
Mm,
Texas.
yeah.
Gotcha. UK, PS.
Passing Xander.
Anywhere, any particular instance.
Anywhere. I mean, anytime you pass Xander, you're doing good.
BS.
Oh, I don't really have an answer to that. I don't pass people; they just wreck it. I'm like, ooh, 3 points.
Now,
Well,
me and you, it wasn't MRL, but me and you at Iowa, that was fun to me. Like you're kind of like the Iowa king, and I actually kept up with you for an entire race, and even passed you on long green flag runs.
yes, you did. And that's one thing I want to point on out. Packers has been league racing for probably longer than I've been alive. I'm kidding. But he has made mention to me personally about the talent that everyone that has come from this. So having that out there is definitely a benefit to seeing, that it's a change of pace for everyone. Um, Piper has a question. Okay, let's see here. I have a question. If it hasn't been asked yet, what is everyone's expectations of themselves next season or whatever series they will participate in? It did actually already ask that question. But for Piper, that may not have heard it. Do you guys want to reiterate it?
Back-to-back champ and win some more.
Defend my title, go win, and keep that same consistency.
Win.
Period.
Don't get relegated.
And I said, like, don't get relegated. That's very marginal. Like, okay, we can talk about that. Who was the surprise relegations this season?
First card.
I wasn't aiming that way. I was talking about the people that did get relegated. But yeah, we can talk about that.
I mean, he earned it.
Yeah, he did.
Straight up.
Finished 11th in the standings. Snagged another position off of Bassbuck.
He got third in Monday.
Yes, he did.
He would have been second in Xfinity if he was an exclusive.
Can you imagine? Hey, worst card.
He doesn't give up.
He does not give up. He is the kind of guy. You guys may not know this, but like UK does. He reminds me very much of Denkate.
Oh,
He's the kind of guy that he puts 100% in whatever he does, even though he tries his best. But yeah, essentially going off of that, Piper says when you get worse COD, it's hard to love him. Kind soul though. But yeah. Going off of that though, but on the opposite side, who are the surprise people that did get relegated?
I mean, is it really a surprise if they got relegated? Because I think if Worst COD got 11th and he ran every race, that means anyone below Worst COD just didn't show up to all the races.
I was aiming more towards Rockstar.
Yeah, that's what I'm
he
aiming towards
raced
too.
like I got where you were going, but he only raced like 3 races.
But his win percentage, though, in those races, though. You're thinking of Chicken and Joe, by the way. Rockstar ran 10 races.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Well.
He ran 10 races. 13th, 16th, 5th, 1st, 16th, 16th, 12th, 1st. So essentially, when he didn't leave early, he
quit every
won.
race he didn't have a chance to win.
But that to me is showing that if he did not quit, he could have been up there.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't race for third place. He doesn't have a chance to win. He don't want to race, which I get, but
He doesn't race for points.
No, he's only there for wins.
Which there's respect in that.
Yeah.
Piper saying maybe Bass gets relegated. Hot take right there. Just pure speculation based off participation. He got busy, things could change. Exactly. And that's why I always say that's why you put in a lap. Always. Just even if it's just like I'm just going to ride the wall for 28 minutes.
File a patent.
What?
File a patent.
Yeah, exactly. But still, always put in a lap. But that's exactly what I was getting at though, is like the surprise people. Like I still have said to this day that Chicken and Joe, both respectable racers in their own series, were part-time in MRL. I want to see what they can do if they would ever go full-time. Chicken, of course, dominating Texas. And all three of them, Joe, Chicken, and Rockstar, showed up and dominated the big tracks. So, like, that was Daytona, Talladega, and Michigan. Rockstar won Michigan. Rockstar won Talladega, and then Joe, I do believe, got top 5 in those as well. So I wanted to see what they could do full time, should they ever have gone, but they probably won't. Real quick though, but we never answered what was the least rewarding person or scenario. So like you guys said, the most rewarding, but not least rewarding.
I did. I said we'd all have the same answer.
Yeah, that's what you said. You have all the same answer. I'm waiting to hear what it is.
Where's God?
I was waiting for Shackett, honestly.
That and a few others I can think of.
I love Pat. Me and Shackett had a couple run-ins.
He has a couple runs with everybody.
And the race that I'm thinking of particularly is Dover.
Yeah.
I didn't race Dover.
Good.
Him and I had a bunch of run-ins at Charlotte.
And Charlotte, if you think about it, was actually, apart from Daytona, was the second most populated race. I think 21 started that race. There was only a handful of yellows, too, because the field got so spread out.
Long race, too.
There could have been one more yellow in that race, too.
Piper, Piper has a question for you. He said, were you upset at him for getting caught up behind lap traffic and almost wrecking him at Homestead?
No, I was mainly questioning Shaggett in that situation.
Aha!
I've had a few run-ins with the guy before. I think it was Bristol, so I was kind of questioning, like, where the hell is he gonna go? The 41.
So nothing. Yeah, no, Piper. You're cool, Piper. But no, like definitely. To be honest, I feel like there is a special role in every single league. You know, there's the foil. You know, you have like the Mark Martin. You know what? And honestly, I would say like Mark Martin would, in like at least in the Cup Series, is probably like Cyber. I honestly, I would probably say Cyber or UK. Race is very clean, and if there is a genuine contact, it's on accident. Like it's really hard to upset these two. However, everyone has a foil in every league. Like a person that kind of fits that foil, I guess, would be a person that just like, you know, I'm not here for, and Shackett has gone on record saying, you know, I'm not here for friends, I'm here for results. And I feel like there is a place in every league, you know, that needs that foil. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, great. I'm Cody Ware.
I didn't have any run-ins per se in MRL. Just that there was like 2 or 3 races with Justin Shackett where I was like, "What are you doing, dude? It's like lap 3. Calm down."
You don't even know what he's doing.
Well, and I always say, you know, let's not be a turn 1 hero. But I feel like as well. I remember the Indy Road Course. I don't know exactly who got punted, but all I know, I don't know if the 22 got punted, but like I just remember seeing the 22 just come flying on up and like pass like easily like 6 cars on the outside. Got a penalty, but dang, did it look cool. And that's kind of like what I'm talking about with the foil as well. You know, like, you know, BD is also going on record saying, like, I'm not here for, well, not quite to that degree, but as like Shackett, but like I feel like he kind of fits that foil as well.
Now, in other leagues, I can name a couple people.
Exactly. But you guys know what I mean by, like, there's like the foil and there's like the Mark Martins, and then there's everyone in between.
Yeah, I try to be the good guy, but I also won't put up with
You only be a good guy for so long.
Yeah, everyone has their breaking point.
And if you hear me like long, if you listen long enough, you'll hear me come over Discord or whatever and be like, "All right, so and so, that was the third time you put me in the wall.
What's the deal?
I'm not gonna back out next time."
Half the time they'll say, I got tight, or I got loose. Um, but um, yeah, that's the kind of feel like I'm talking about. So, as the final thing before we kind of close on off for the night, let's talk about the Lights exclusives. I mean, of course, we all want to say ourselves, but like no one in this chat is going to be a Lights exclusive. Let's start there and kind of work our way around. Who do you think, based on? Well, of course, we could always get new people, but if hypothetically the Lights exclusives were all to race, who is your money on for the champion?
Lights exclusive.
Lights exclusives.
Do you have a list?
Yeah,
Yes, I do have the list. It's on the general tab.
General and
It's like all the way up because we had the conversation because that's what actually prompted the conversation. Let me reply to it real quick, right here. So yeah, look in general. I just replied to it.
let's see.
Because right now I'm saying Hunty. Hunty has already gone on record saying that he's going to be running the For Fun season as well as season 1. And I think Hunty has a good chance.
I'd go Hunty or someone who has impressed me the last couple weeks. Was Racing Greens.
Yep, Racing Greens as well. Having the debut win at Charlotte Roval.
Yeah. No power.
I am saying. But first of all, is Hunty still in chat? In your chat?
Hunty, are you still here?
If he is, I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh well, he would have said something if when I called him. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think it'll be Hunty.
You think it'll be Hunty? I feel like I would have honestly have said D's, but he's already said that he is still encountering trouble and he will be taking the season off. I don't know if that meant the For Fun season or season 1 proper, but if he could have a console to actually play with, I would put D's up there as well.
Yeah, he was pretty good everywhere too.
Cyber BS.
I think Hunty's a fair pick.
No one said Country Caliber. Okay, good talk. All right. So. Yes, he is on Sunday now. You raced with him.
I do.
Yeah, no one said Country Caliber. No one said Paul. No one said Casey XXIN 2242. No one said RJ Smitty. And of course, we got the new relegations as well. We got no one said Jagger. No one said P. Cola Gator. No one said MH. All realistically have a shot, but I guess it's going to come down to attendance.
I think if they all show up every week, the top three is gonna be Hunty, Country, and RJ.
I think so as well. Of course,
They're all really
anyone,
good.
yeah, everyone that's not UK knows, or does not know, I say, that these guys are right now racing for titles in another league that we are a part in. So these guys do have some talent. It just comes down to attendance, really.
And I think Hunty will definitely show up every week because he has no life and all he does is this.
But oof. But but yeah. Moving forward though, of course, as much as we want to say ourselves that we're gonna win the next title, who do you think is gonna be your biggest competition? Let's kind of rephrase it like that. For each individual series. So Monday, Nathan, who do you think your biggest competition will be? UK, who do you think your biggest competition will be on Sunday? BS and Cyber, who do you think? In BS, obviously, since you think you're going to be bottom of the barrel each week, which I don't think so, who do you think your guys' competition will be?
Hunty, Country, and RJ. And of course, Xander.
Yeah, I don't know exactly who all's in the Monday league.
But you know Packers will be back.
Packers would definitely be hard.
I have to try to beat the GOAT. Where's God?
Xander,
Hey, he's already beat us to the next game. He already has the experience.
That's over for me. I'm getting relegated, guaranteed.
You know, and the thing is like if I ever wanted to race my own league, I would have to go through lights. I would have to go through lights and prove my worth. So, like, watch out for me if I ever wanted to join. Um, but
Honestly, I kind of like that you're not racing your own league. I think it makes it unique and it kind of makes you a fair arbitrator where most other league owners couldn't be.
well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm not like the other girls. Cyber, how about you?
I would say Xander and Baz if Baz shows up, and Packers.
Oh, yeah, that's a big if. Of course, like I said, if we take just average finishes just as they are, for anyone above 10 starts, Bass would have the best average finish.
Yep.
But he finished 12th in the standings. That's just because he did not put in a lap, nor did he show up. Nathan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What's up?
Fine. I was gonna ask if any of the other guys had like little quirks or certain things that they did while they raced.
I make up shit.
So I guess what I'm getting like, I listen to music while I race. Even like I'll have the PlayStation party going, I'll have Discord going, and I'll also have music playing to it.
I play without sound.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is kind of weird.
I wouldn't know. Like it's respectable in its own right. Like I kind of rely on that sound because like I can hear like the subtle like tires like squealing. It's like I know I'm pushing too hard. But like the little nuances, you know. Do you mind explaining like why?
It's just a distraction.
Even
Okay.
on like road courses.
To kind of hear the RPMs and knowing when to shift.
Yeah.
I mean, I have eyes for that. And then if I don't have the sound in my ear, I can better ear in the Discord or whatever we're using.
All right.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I was not expecting that answer.
Either.
Cyber UK.
What was the question again?
Do you have any quirks while driving?
Nope. I'll just run.
I
I'm
just
like
drive.
all the other girls.
Cyber, how about you?
I just look at past history of the track maybe and just keep on learning the track throughout the race and see if there's any changes in the car probably.
Cyber's a nerd.
Nerd.
Nerd. Um, I think you guys can know for that. Like, I don't know, Nathan, if you care about my opinion or not, but I just make shit up. Like, I give hypotheticals. Like, my newest one was, what if KFC's logo wasn't finger looking good, but fingy looking good? How would you guys react?
Kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. During
Okay.
like during pace laps. Okay, let's give a more normal response. During pace laps, I clean off the tires, like I swerve side to side. People think I noticed people started to do it after they seen me do it because they think it actually does something. No, I just get bored.
Yeah, I'll see him do it. I'm like, oh, bunch of.
Well, it's like immediately like when a caution comes on out and we do like a manual caution. I like coming in, like on the backstretch. I just start doing it. I'm just like, all right, well, have to wait like an entire minute before we get on the pit road before anything else happens.
If I'm in second, I'll go and push the
I
leader.
mean, it could give you a placebo effect.
What? I okay. I know what the placebo effect, but like, what does that mean?
It means because you think it makes you faster, it does
Yeah.
effectively, but it's not
Oh
because it actually did anything. It's because of your mentality.
no. If anything, I know it actually makes my tires worse, and I still do it
I meant for the
because
other people, not you.
oh yeah, because like I did it once at Darlington. I lost like 2% on my tires by just doing it. And I'm just like, well, fuck. Did it the next caution. Lost 1% that time. All right. Well, gentlemen, I think we are done with that. But thank you guys so much for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching right now. This has been a special episode of MRL Fastlane, looking at the champions for all of Season 0. We have the combined standings champion, which was BS 14 Cars. Again, congrats on that. We have the Monday champion of Nathan Agent Orange, his second title, UK with his 13th, lucky number 13, and then Cyber winning his first ever title with us here on Saturday. Thank you guys, everyone, for watching, and thank you guys for joining me up here. You guys have been an absolute pleasure to talk to, whether it be actually about on topic or just kind of going off the wall. So thank you for spending this hour and a half with me. So I will catch you all later as we go to the Dash for Cash season, starting this Saturday at Talladega. Good night, everyone. Peace.